Hey folks, this is Billy DKY, the truth seeker that simplifies and demystifies. This is going to be my top 5 tweets of the week review, December the 19th, 2009. Okay, the top revelation this week was profound truths reveal the heart of the decision while leaving the particulars to the intuition. So I was having a discussion with somebody and they asking questions and whatnot, and I finally realized, you know what, I'm not making the decisions for people, the details. I'm giving them the highest level of wisdom I possibly can give them, and from there they should take it and use it and let their intuition make the final detailed decision based on their particular circumstances, which led to I had several tweets on this, on that topic, you know, because it's just also fresh and new way of seeing it. Simplicity is for the mind, details are for the intuition. So if you look at my blog on Following the Way of Growth, basically I give you the 9 high concepts that you need to live a productive life, and you know, try to explain to you and convince you that's what you need to do. And then from there, you're supposed to take it, and through your own decision-making processes, using those principles, you let your intuition figure out all the details. Because there's nobody that can write out all the decisions that you need to do. I mean, so really I got through all that stuff, and I just give you the highest possible concept, and then back in give you some examples to make you believe it, and then show you how you can use it in your life. Anyway, that was the top revelation for me this week. Second top, dealing with the issue, I don't know if it's so much a revelation, but you know, when was it going to be okay to be old? You know, and I'm sitting there asking myself this question because I'm dealing with it. I'm getting older, more pains, more aches, more decay. You know, death is becoming more and more of a revelation as you get older. So, a real reality instead when you're 15, 16. No, that's death happening to somebody else. That ain't going to happen to me. I'm going to live forever when I'm 15. So anyway, I've been dealing with that this week, and that was sort of, you know, somewhere you just got to accept, you know, I'm getting older. That's just the way it is. And the sooner you can come to accept it, the better off you'll be. And that's when, I said this a couple weeks ago, I think, what you don't accept makes you miserable. So the sooner you can come to accept old age, the better. And I'm not saying give up or anything like that at all. And on the contrary, I'm saying, you know, if you're getting older, you need to accept the transitions that are going to happen in life instead of going through a midlife crisis at 40. You know, try to eat more simple, plain foods, you know, like simple lettuce, and, you know, try to make the most out of the years that you have left. So anyway, so I've been dealing with pain and stuff this week, so that's brought that up. Which leads into the third tweet of the week: choose the path of least misery. Instead of seeking happiness, seek to be less miserable. And people constantly get this wrong. Oh, they think it's about happiness, and these great marketers that we have on TV, oh, they convince you it's all about happiness, man. If you had this trip to Hawaii, oh, you're going to be so happy. If you had this hot chick in a bikini, oh, man, you're going to be happy. You get in the Hollywood movies, they sell it on you too. Oh, if you get the nice corporate job, the corner office, and you know, it's just like all that stuff's going to make you happy, and all it does in the end is make you miserable. Chasing happiness is like chasing a dog at the park. You can't catch it. You might as well just sit still and the dog will come to you. I'm happier now that I've quit seeking happiness than I've ever been in my whole life. And it's the same with women too. The more you chase them, the more they run from you. You sit still, they'll come to you. Anyway, again, don't seek happiness. And this conversation come up with one of my buddies where I used to work at. I said, you know, man, it ain't about being happy. It's about being less miserable. You can't necessarily be happy, but you definitely can be less miserable. You know the things that are making you miserable. Just start slowly backing away from them. Use those 9 principles from the Following the Way of blog, or Following the Way of Growth blog. And so anyway, next tweet. Spirituality is science's last frontier. You know, spirituality's been off limits to science, it seems like, because it doesn't fit the normal equations and all this stuff. However, it has been applied to soft sciences like sociology, psychology, and stuff like that. it's not so much about being able to write out formulas and stuff, but it's about using the principles and science in your spirituality. That's what I've done in the blog, in the Following the Way of Growth blog. I'm basically using scientific principles to help me further my spiritual progress. And so, like I said, it's going to be the bottlenecking of these religions, because it's superior to them. It's you know, I don't have no BS in there. It's just all stuff that's common sense, really works, and if you try it, it works. It's not really hard to figure out, you know. And you don't need all this. Well, I won't go into it. It piss people off. But anyway. Tweet number 5. The fool has seen too much. The wise man wants to see more. And then my buddy said this to me a long time ago. He worked for the FBI, and I don't know. He'd done some things, you know. Maybe he'd seen too much and briefing generals and stuff. He said, I've seen too much, and it's making him depressed. And I didn't have nothing to say at the time. I was just sort of taking it in. And just recently, I don't know, it hit me. I don't know why it hit me, but it just hit me this week. And I was like, you know what? The fool has seen too much because he can't deal with it. You know what I mean? You're running. I don't want to see it. The wise man said, oh, that's really interesting. Tell me more. I want to expand my horizon of understanding. So, don't ever shy away from learning new things. You know, and I think that's the problem a lot of times with these religious people. They're just shut down, man. They put the blinders on. I don't want to see nothing else. No, you can't take spirituality to the next level. I am content where I'm at. Don't show me anymore, Billy. I'm going to put my head in the sand. If you put your head in the sand, somebody's going to come along and kick your ass. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, open your mind up. Think about it. Anyway, folks, there's going to be I'm going to put a little pop-up bubble there, and you can click it, and you can go watch the, or you can go to the playlist of all these tweet reviews like this if you want to watch them all if you're just new to it. And in the information section, there will be a link to my tweets if you want to see them as they come along. You can, you know, go on Twitter, Twitter, and you can add yourself. And also in the description, I have the Following the Way of Growth, which is scientific principles applied to spirituality, and it's going to be what people are going to be following for years to come. So you can get on board and check it out and be a little ahead of the crowd. And then the third link in there is the Essence of Truth, and basically it's just a repository of all the little truths that I discover along the way, and it's all those things are constantly being updated, and buy all these new tweets and stuff. I add them to that blog, and then if I can add them later on to the Following Way to Growth, fit it in. So basically I took all that stuff from the Essence of Truth blog, and then had the over concept of growth, and then start adding some of that stuff in there. Anyway, folks, if you wouldn't mind, please rate the video, and until next week, later, folks.